Greetings, YouTube. As much as I love crystal opening commentaries, crystal openings in general, offer reviews, when the game evolves, when Kabam takes content and says, we want to make it better, when we go from Dungeons to Incursions, and then from Incursions Volume 2 to Incursions Volume 3, these forum posts are really what I love to discuss because I want this game to be around as long as it can. I want there to be pro player deals because I want there to be more players buying them so that they bolster their rosters, and the better your roster is, the less likely you are to retire and walk away from the game. I want this game to succeed. It's been some of the best 5 years of my life, and I hope and pray I get another 5 years. Even if I don't, it's still nice to have a YouTube community. But at the same time, every time they improve things, it's a breath of fresh air, and I like to talk about it. And so today there is an attempt to improve Incursions. Now, some of you have told me that you still don't do Incursions at all. You don't care about this content. Maybe you're clicking on this wondering if you should ever care. Well, we'll see maybe by the end of this video if the answer is yes or no. So this is the fourth installment. I don't know if installment's spelled like that. Maybe it is in Canada. I don't know. September 8th, going to do rolling out of the first upgrade to Incursions, Ultron's Domain. We're calling this Incursions Volume 1.1. Okay, so champion swapping will no longer require summoners to fight the first encounter with a linked buff. Instead, summoners will be choosing between swapping a champion or picking up a common buff. I love that. I think that is definitely a pro player move and something that maybe, even though I've never honestly swapped out a champion, maybe I'll think about it at some point in a run. Okay, also adding a second boss treasure node every 5 zones, allowing summoners to either bolster their team's strength with a second rare hack or use the opportunity to heal their team. Lord knows my Battle Realm bestie and I always need to heal our teams. High five. Also updated the champions pool with our newly released champions of 2020. This unfortunately means that my happiness to not fight Dr. Doom in Incursions will have to go away because Dr. Doom is now going to be part of that pool. We'll get to that. Welcome to Sector 8, a new additional difficulty level for our most experienced summoners. This sector will start with an average champion PI of 15,000 and add approximately 7,600 every zone. That adds up so fast. I mean, that means that just by Zone 3, you're looking at PI around 30,000. I am not looking forward to that, but maybe the rewards will be worth it. We'll see. As a result, Sector 7 will be tuned down, a little, to make some room and give a better player experience when escalating difficulty. The difficulty has been tuned down to start at approximately 10,500 PI from 12,650 and scale by approximately 5,250 per zone instead of 6,200. So it is scaled down a little bit, but it's not going to be so much that it's probably even noticeable if you haven't done Incursions before. Along with the new sector, we're updating the tiers that determine which sectors you can claim top zone rewards from. The old tiers were 1 through 7, and they move down 1 and become tiers 2 through 8. A new tier 1 will be added for summoners that have acquired 8 6-star champions. Well, let's just say I've acquired a little bit more than that. Summoners in tier 1 will be eligible for top zone rewards from sectors 7 and 8. Well, that means there's no longer sector 6, Katie Candy. It was fun while it lasted. The new tier 1 will be eligible for a new set of milestone rewards with scoring requirements based around participation in sector 8. You should be able to hit all of the artifact milestones by getting to Zone 5 in Sector 8. Now, Zone 5 in Sector 8 will have PI between 40 and 50,000, which may or may not be a big deal, but we'll see. Lord knows I can get wrecked with the best of them. Obviously, with the new sector and tier, you will need rewards to match. First, Sector 7's top zone rewards will no longer extend past Zone 10, but Sector 8's top zone rewards will go to Sector 25. Can you imagine going to Sector 25 in Zone 8? If the PI increases like that and have like multiple hundreds of thousands, somebody amazing will do it. This community is full of incredible summoners that have the skills to succeed. But one of those people ain't your boy Prof Hoff. Ain't me. I'm not going to Sector 25, or Zone 25, I should say, in Sector 8. I'll be happy to go to Zone 3. It's going to include 2,000 6-star shards. That's honestly not that much, but I guess it's a lot better than nothing. Lots of 5-star shards. No idea what that means until we see them. Tons, with an E, of gold, and 9,800 artifacts. Now, I would think if the artifacts are going to be the key to this as well, that you should boost them to at least 12 to 13,000. I'm a little disappointed that 9,800 artifacts is what they settled on for this. Minor increases to shard rewards have been made across many other top zone difficulties as well. A new tier of milestones has also been added for the new Tier 1. By hitting them all, you can earn 18,750 artifacts and 660,000 gold. So that is good because that means in a couple of those rounds, we'll get to the store update, which does include the purchase of 6-star shards. You can see in the second paragraph, it says the new Tier 1 will unlock 2 new store options. Summoners can spend 32,000 artifacts to purchase 2,000 6-star shards, up to 3 times per 90-day cycle. So, I mean, that's not that much. That's once every 30 days when you break down the math, but it's certainly better than before, which was 0 6-star shards available in the store. I still don't know if that's going to be enough to tempt top players, other than the fact that they're just bored and they've completed all of their content, but we'll see. Ultron zones. Every 5 zone, summoners will now encounter an Ultron zone. These theme zones will consist of Ultron drones along the paths, with Ultron or Ultron Classic taking the boss spot. I think that's kind of a cool little niche. It gives you some consistency regarding expectations of bosses. The Ultron bosses will also have a specific local node. You'll have composite construction, the best defense, the best defense, the best defense, Tech Wrath, Spry, Dizzy, etc. Also, the new champions, as mentioned, we will have, unfortunately, Dr. Doom in this. I say unfortunate because I just don't like to find him. Maybe you're excited about Doom being a defender in this, but I sure as heck am not. And then people like Black Widow Daily Origin, Sorcerer Supreme, Squirrel Girl, the new featured champs. And then the new buffs, there's so many, right? Shock Tether, Fissure Adaptive, Critical and Physical Resistance, Tyranny Heavy Hitter. I am not happy to see Coward back. Polka Dot Power. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the Schism de Freud. Yeah, butchered that. Blood in the Water, Power Snack. Power Snack sounds like something that'll get you arrested. Conflictor, No Hit Mercy, Aspect of Chaos, Unblockable, Brawl. Not excited about Brawl. Poison Vulnerability, Dash Vulnerability, Bleed Vulnerability. Note that more difficult enemies and buffs are more likely to appear in higher difficulty sectors and are less likely to appear in lower difficulty sectors. Well, that makes sense, though you're basically pigeonholing those best summoners to the highest difficulties from the jump. I'm excited about a couple of things. The thing that I want to touch on for sure before the end of this video, and I think I just kind of read over it before, is the huge change, and really that is going to be a big takeaway, that you'll now be able to purchase 2 of each 5-star incursion crystals per 90-day cycle. So what that's going to give you is twice as much of a chance to land on that 10% drop rate for Dr. Doom, or that 10% drop rate for Corvus, etc. And it's always been annoying where you get one shot at it, and if you miss it, you miss it, because that is statistically the best way to get a champion, is to go through the Incursion store and have 10 champions per crystal, which gives you a 10% flat drop rate per champion. So to be able to do that twice, it's a big pro player move by Kabam. I applaud them, because that's going to give us summoners the chance to have kind of a redo if you have a miss in the first crystal. Of course, there's no guarantee that you're going to land on that champion. It's still a gamble, but it's a better gamble with 2 chances than with 1. So are you excited about the new Incursion store? I'm kind of mixed. I'm glad that there's 6-star shards introduced, and it might add up, but 90 days to get 6,000 6-star shards among the cycle, I still don't think it's that much. And when you consider what the artifacts are going to be, I still think you should be able to maybe get the 6-star shards 2 or 3 times a month, not 2 or 3 times every 90-day cycle, which does unfortunately only mean once a month if you do them every week. So those are my takeaways. Let's end this video here. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one. And as always, thanks for subscribing or just casually watching. Who knows? My Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel. Have a great day.